Today I'm going to show off a brand new Casio that's going to be a future classic. Let's get into it! Yes, and welcome to the Mad Watch Collector Show. And today, I'm happy, I've got another new Casio to show you. Always on the lookout for a great brand new bargain beater, and for anyone looking to spend between 10 and 50, 60 pounds, the amount of choice you have with Casio has become ridiculous. Now, my favorite recent release from Casio is this WS1800. Very cool, doesn't cost a lot, and reminds me of the 1990s Casio. Well, today's review is of a watch that to me is inspired by the late 90s, maybe early 2000s. Certainly has a little reminiscent look of the old wave scepters. There is no doubt that this watch is going to do very well. And I predict it's probably going to be a bit of a classic, a watch that is going to be around for a long time. However, there are two little niggles that may possibly put you off, but there's no denying this is a cool watch. Now, it's not out in the UK yet. It should be, because they said it was going to come out at the end of Feb. Well, we're past February now. I bought this reference on Discovery Japan. I did pay a little bit more for it because of the exclusivity and because of the import tax. My advice to you, hold on. They're coming very soon. So sit back, relax, let me tell you what I think about this beauty, get the wife's opinion at the end, show off another fantastic subscriber's Casio, and let's have a bit of fun. Are you Casio ready? Let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the W221H-1AJF. And if you did used to buy Casios in the late 90s, early 2000s, you will think that this has been pulled out from a catalogue from 2000. But what we have here is a big, bold display in not a huge case like we have in the AE 1500 or the AE 1600. This is a more wearable size in dimensions, but still showing those big numbers for those aging eyes. What I do love about it, first of all, the very unique case. It's resin, but we have these lines etched in on the sides of the case, pretty much basically to break up or to disguise the thickness possibly. I really do love this grey metallic-y bezel that protrudes from that black resin case. That looks tough. It looks like it could take a hit or two. And really love the etched Casio in the bottom right. Even though there isn't a lot of text on this watch, it's still enough to give you those Casio 80s, 90s vibes. There's no different colour to the text other than white, but we do have those red dashes. The strap, well, it's supple enough. I like the fact we have these lines, which does relate to the lines on the sides of the case. Whether it's a strap that is exclusively made for this model, I don't know, but I have never seen this strap before, but it's not going to pull up any trees. I must admit, I really do appreciate the big pushers, and to have four, you know, a bit of symmetry is great on a Casio. One bone of contention already, as you can see. The top right, this big box display is empty. And that's usually the way I like to keep my Casios. Having that empty space could be a bit annoying. We'll go through that in a minute. But we have the dot matrix shortened day in the top left, big bold time in the middle, and then we have this segmented bottom display showing the month and then the day. And in order for Casio to have made this middle time display so big, they've pushed the seconds down into the right hand corner. And if you look head on, people, this does a pretty good job of not fading. Well done, Casio.
Could you just click that like button, please? It really helps the channel. Thank you.
Right, now on to the modes of this bad boy. We have world time, 29 time zones from 48 cities. That's lovely. Then we have a stopwatch. Very satisfying, these pushers, by the way. Notice we don't have the time displayed anywhere on this big screen. Possibly a little let down for some of you out there. We have a countdown timer, and we have 2 alarms and a snooze alarm, which is good. The backlight, well, you will be pleased to know we don't just have one LED bulb. We have 2 in both corners of this display. I'd love Casio to have an amber bulb in every single corner. Is it that much drain on the battery? Who knows? And talking of batteries, this watch has a 10-year battery, which is very good, but unlike a lot of budget Casios, like the one I have on my wrist, lately all Casios have had a water resistance of 100 meters. This one, well, it has 50. That gold standard for bargain watches, 10-year battery life, 100 meters. Why couldn't it be done with this one? On my 6.5-inch wrist, and I think this looks pretty cool. It almost looks like the anti-smartwatch, you know? So it may look like a smartwatch from afar, but under closer inspection, it's anything but. It's 43 millimeters from top to bottom, 38.4 from left to right, and it's 12.2 millimeters thick. It is still a substantial size. It does have wrist presence, that's for sure. I like how it looks outside, as well as inside. Love the legibility of the screen. And the case design, it just looks cool. I can definitely see this being popular. So there we go, the W-221H. What do you think? Now, I said a couple of weeks ago I was going to buy this watch in the men's ivory colour. That's what Casio calls it. But I just couldn't do it. It's an off-white come wee sort of creamy colour. I just wouldn't wear it. Not only the men's ivory, they also do this in a negative display. To be honest, I think probably this is the best version right now. And it does a fantastic job of once again looking like a great reference from the past, maybe not as far back as the 80s anymore, maybe the late 90s, 2000s, and giving you that nostalgic feeling on your wrist. Now, the couple of niggles I have with this watch, like the water resistance, I mean, that's really nothing, is it? It just doesn't look as good as 100 meters. Does it mean that this case is just not as watertight and protective as this WS 1800, but that big rectangle notification block possibly is? I don't tend to have any alarms on my Casios. To tell you the truth, when I do get new Casios in and the alarm goes off at midnight, the wife gets angry, I'll tell you that. So I usually turn the alarms off, the snooze alarms off. I'm not bothered about a signal alarm after every hour. So that box for me will always be empty. It probably won't for you. It's just too much wasted space when there is nothing to notify me on. These will be around the 30 to 40 pound mark. And honestly, I think these watches are here to stay. Overall, I think it's a bit of a winner. So here is my wife's views of the W-221. I pray for you. I quite like this. Flipping it. I like the big buttons and I quite like the design of it. It's all right. A bargain Casio that the wife likes. Let's not wait till this comes out in the UK. Let's get it on Discovery Japan right away. Yes, Casio Corner is back, and we've got to say a big thanks to Vince.ovtk. I mean, is this a bit of me or what? We got ourselves an old retro Nokia, and also in the background we have, well, none other than a Game Boy, but this is still my favourite G-Shock I own, the DW5040. And you, my friend, have captured this in the absolute most perfect way, and I applaud you, sir. Thanks for tagging me in. If you'd like to be on the next Casio Corner, all you gotta do, find me on Instagram here and tag me in on one of your Casio posts. Because who knows, next time, the star of the show could be you. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Another awesome bargain Casio show done. I'm loving it, I've got to be honest. If you want to support the Mad Watch Collector any further, we got a Patreon now. See the shows early, behind the scenes footage, private group chat, blooper reels, and get your name credited at the end of every show like these lovely platoons. But if I've got you for a few more minutes, and I hope I have, why don't you check this one out? This Casio Absolute Dream. Go on. Go on, click it, you'll love it. You will love that one, I'm telling you. All my favourite Casios I'm wearing right now. This is going to be right up there as well, I've got to be honest. Go on, click it. Come on, click it. Click it!